Who, girl, you ever felt like an imposter? This shit like a creep up on you. Right? You get to thinking like, maybe my stuff isn't good enough. They gonna come back and find out that this ain't what it is. Whether you're with your partner, whether you at work, Lord Jesus, imposter syndrome is real, right? People been showing up on Zoom doing it. Like they be looking all nice up top, but then they like people gonna realize you ain't really got on no pants. You know what I mean? So, so I want to get some quick tips because imposter syndrome is real. It is impacted by some of the societal structures that we have. That is a part of kind of working through it and healing it. But on the surface level is what I want to talk about now, because if we talk about everything, we will be here all day. So when it comes to imposter syndrome, right? So where you feel like you're not enough, right? You feel like people gonna find out that you're a fraud. You really don't know what you're doing. So even though you got that degree, you think, oh, I don't really know as much as I think. That's a lie. So here's this. Do your ABCs. Letter A is going to be looking at your past accomplishments. I think sometimes we beat ourselves up and we don't even really realize, like, I'm dope as fuck, okay? Like, there's a lot of stuff that you've done, and we're not just counting formal degree programs and all that kind of stuff. We just talking about there has been times when you have been able to save money, even if you can't having a hard time right now. There have been times where you communicated and was vulnerable in a relationship before. I think sometimes we overlook those things, and it's even harder when we get into certain rooms with certain people and we feel like other people are at a higher level than us. And you'll be surprised at those other people who seem like they have it all together, who are still struggling just as much as you, on the inside or for other reasons. So take a second and look at what you've actually already accomplished or achieved, and even write it down, especially in certain areas of your life. Even if you're like relationships, do your little relationship resume. Okay. So even if they don't always work, there's something that has worked before. So you want to work off of your strengths and not off of the things that you feel like are weaknesses and limitations. Okay. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to look at your B. So I want you to brag a little bit, right? Brag about those things that you realize, oh, I am dope, or oh, I did read 10 books last year. So all of last year might not have been bad, right? Or there have been moments and times where you have really succeeded and you want to focus on bragging about those particular things, not because you think you're better, but because it will give you a boost in your confidence and a boost in your own self-esteem and help you minimize the imposter syndrome once you realize I'm really not a fraud. I'm actually like, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Okay. Right. So think about your B's, right? So A, your accomplishments. What have you achieved? B is going to be you in terms of bragging about yourself. Go ahead, post on Facebook. Go ahead, post on Instagram. Y'all remember this when your little memories pop up or you go through your phone, like shout yourself out. Like, yes, I did that for 2 years. I did this and I did that. Look at, like, I actually have achieved or accomplished. You gotta look at the things that you've already done before. Okay. And then lastly is the C, and the C is to confront yourself, right? You cannot correct what you don't confront. Confront yourself. So when you're having those moments, that is the time where you need to journal. That is the time where you need to talk to, a mental health professional. That is the time where you need to hop on Instagram and look up a couple videos, right? Such as this, that are going to help you get into the right mind space. Have that conversation, because inside you got that little inner critic, but you got to learn how to be your own best friend, right? You got to learn how to mother, what I call mothering yourself. So oftentimes kids, we grow up and we have our mom's voice in the back of our head. Sometimes you got your dad, but you'll have that voice in your head, right? So you as a grown ass individual, you have to now cultivate that within yourself, right? And you have to be firm with yourself and say, look, maybe you don't X, Y, and Z. However, you're basically restore it, change the story. The stories are in your life because those are the beliefs that are in your mind. So again, correct what you need to, right? Confront what you need to correct. So when you have those thoughts popping up, you need to go, even if, excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom. And in the bathroom, you better have that conversation with yourself, right? That is your responsibility as a grown ass individual. So keep that in mind, right? I hope that you have enjoyed this. Make sure you get a copy of my book, Born Fierce, How to Unleash the Confident Woman Within. It is available on barnesandnoble.com and amazon.com as well. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Tara Pritchett, Unleash Your Fierce, your favorite confidence coach. And of course, for girls and women. Peace out.